Here we go. Well, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to 12th House. I am so excited, you guys. It is Bodhi, uh, and I'm happy to be here with you guys, joining this vibe. We have two very special individuals, artistically and spiritually gifted individuals that will be joining us here today. We have Meaux Melody. Hello to everyone that's in the live. Thank you for joining, beautiful people. Got a special show planned today. This is my first feature. Hello, what's up, The Goddess Life? Hello, Brenda. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so excited. I told you guys that I've, been wanting to do something like this. And so finally, here we are, right? Finally, here we are. This is my first feature. Okay, we have a very artistically gifted individual that will be coming on and setting the vibe. We're going to talk to him for a little while, and then we will be having another artistically gifted empath that will be talking to us about tantric energy exchange and his experience with that. And we'll also be doing a live demonstration of his art. Okay. Before we get started and before I introduce everyone, hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy the vibe. Before we get off into that, I just want to let you guys know that I want to do these kind of vibes, okay, these lives twice a month. So if you guys have any special gifts or talents, any esoteric or spiritual knowledge that you would like to share, email me. My email information is in the description box, okay? Both of these gentlemen's information is also in the description box if you guys would like to vibe with them personally. But I'm going to go ahead and bring them in. We have Mr. Shawn Belton. We have Meaux Melody. Yeah. Okay, so the one in the middle that you guys see is the empath, Shawn Belton. We will talk to him after the vibe is set. Hello, Yolanda. Hello, Nicole, Jada, B, Brenda. The Goddess Life, welcome. Thank you for joining the vibe. I hope you guys enjoy it. Meaux Melody is going to be setting the vibe, you guys. Hello, Kelly. I'm so happy you came. He's going to be setting the vibe. I met Meaux Melody. We were just talking about this maybe about 4 years ago in Houston, and he just took my breath away with his voice. And so I really, I asked him if he can come on, and set the vibe, and I hope you guys enjoy him as much as I enjoy him. Hello, Starflower. Thank you for joining. Nicole said, hi, Shawn and Meaux.
Hi, beautiful people. Hi. I was just getting ready to speak to all y'all. I can't see y'all faces and names and stuff, but hey out there, how y'all doing this morning? Happy Black History Month.
It sure is the first. And not only that, you guys, it is the first quarter new moon. It is the first quarter moon. And so I don't know if you guys caught my live that I did where we were talking about manifesting with the new moon. And I said, you have to wait until that first quarter moon to start your intentions. Well, it's a perfect time to do that today. So this is what we're doing.
I was pointed in the direction of the quarter moon yesterday. Like they said in the movies, we went to see the Bad Boys for Life, and someone's like, look up, and it's the quarter moon.
It's a quarter moon. So, it's time to implement our plans. It's time to put our intentions and our plans and move forward with that. You know what I'm saying? So here we are, starting this new vibe for 12th House. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hello, Inner Pathfinder, Grand Rising. Thank you for joining. Okay, we have Mr. Meaux Melody. I'm going to go ahead and allow him to start the vibe, and then, I will ask him a few questions. Like I said, his information, if you guys, would like to support his music or his art, that information is in the description box of this video. If you just want to vibe with him personally, same thing for Shawn Belton. His information is in the description box, you guys. So Meaux, I will put it to you.
Hey, beautiful people. As Miss Bodhi Divine did introduce me, my name is Meaux Melody. I hail from New Orleans, Louisiana. I reside in Houston, Texas. And I'm just a soul that likes to express my soul through my art form. And today I want to share with you guys, before I, get too deep into, who I am, I just want to share this song. It's called Waterfall. And if you guys like this vibes, and tell me what kind of vibes it gives you. But I just like I'm a deep diver. Shout out
Yeah.
to my Aquarius connection.
Yay. Yay.
Hopefully, y'all could deep dive into this waterfall with me. Check me out. Let it fall. So the song says, I just want to stand underneath your waterfall.
Be patient with us, y'all.
I just want to stand underneath your waterfall.
Hi, Brian.
I just
Hello, Ashley.
I want to stand underneath your waterfall. I just
Hello,
want
Nicole.
to stand underneath your waterfall. All on my body, your drip, it falls.
Same.
And when I'm inside it, I feel it all. Front stroking, back stroking. Ooh, when I'm leaving your ocean, gotta go slow, trying to stay afloat, but I can't help but fall. Girl, I'm gonna dive in, deep divers. Girl, now I'm swimming. I'ma try not to drown in it. But you got that water, you got that water.
Hey.
I just wanna stand underneath your waterfall.
I got chills too, Nicole.
I just
Same, baby.
I just underneath your waterfall, yeah.
Yes, Kelly.
I just wanna stand underneath your waterfall.
Thank you for that. Thank you. They loved it. They loved it. Yes, they did. Kelly said, "Oh my, that velvet butter voice." Woohoo! Nicole
Yeah.
said, "Chills." Brenda said, "Same, baby."
Oh Lord. Yes, Lord.
And
I'm gonna say,
we thought that waterfalls would be a good song, you guys, because we're talking about tantric energy exchange, and it might get a little salty, sexy up in here. So why not talk about those waterfalls? You know what I'm saying? Hi,
definitely.
Ashley. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Welcome. Hello, Brian. So that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Do you have something else for us, or are you done?
I got something else for you for all my shiners. I got this one. It's called Diamond.
Okay.
So check
Oh
this.
gosh, this is one of my favorites too, you guys. This is one of my favorites. And as you see, we have Shawn working on his art piece in the back. He's working on that in the back. So we will get there in a moment. We're just setting the vibe. So
The
hello to
vibe.
everyone in the building. Hello. Thank you for joining the vibe.
If you want to go with me, then that's fine, yeah.
I like this song.
Baby, you're cut just like a diamond. If you want to go with me, then that's fine, yeah. Cause baby, you're cut just like a diamond.
Same.
Lay your body out, let it shine, girl. It's blinding my eyes. You're the finest of diamonds.
Like
Found you in the middle of the earth.
it don't give me no goosebumps,
I
but
know that you're
yeah, I like it.
lying.
I like them. Yeah,
I was the one that spotted you first.
Hey.
Clear just like the waters
I
on
like it.
island.
Me too.
Eyes are the finest of diamonds. Just when all those other stones don't compare. No.
Hey.
Crush it just to get you. You're scarce. And I'm so glad to have you. You're special. I wear you where I go.
Hey, I know that's right.
If you want go with me, then that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Cause baby, you're cut just like a diamond. Ooh, if you want go with me, then that's fine. Yeah. Cause baby, you're cut just like a diamond. Your body, I'll let it shine, girl. It's blinding my eyes. You're the finest of diamonds.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I like that. Thank you, Mo. Thank
I
you.
need diamonds in my shiners out there, man. Y'all keep shining like diamonds and flowing like water.
Yes, Kelly said, can you come sing me to sleep every night?
Okay, I can do that. If you got the live streaming and the video and everything, you know what I'm saying? We can do that.
And then Brenda said, I would love to do a song with you. I'm a singer slash songwriter. So Brenda, his information, it's Meaux Melody. I put it in the description box of this video. You can reach out to him. His email is there as well as his Instagram, and it's Meaux Melody. So please reach out to him. I think you guys would do awesome. And then maybe you can come on the show and share your work.
Of course. And we also got Mo merch available. Just a little bit about me. I'm also
Thank you, Kelly.
an entrepreneur. Okay. So we also have Mo merch available, but we definitely can link up, work on some tunes, work on whatever you guys want to work on. If you guys just want to tap in, enjoy my vibes, pick my brain or whatever, definitely, tap in. I do live video calls. I just connect with my Mo Melody mob. So
I love
you
it.
guys just you've been inducted into the Meaux Melody mob.
I love it. And hello, Lanisha. Journey continues. Thank you for joining. Paget said you sound beautiful or you sound amazing, Mo. That's what Paget said. That's Starflower.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you guys, whoever is just joining, welcome again to the Vibe. And just wanted to let you guys know that, I met Meaux Melody in 2016 in Houston. He was singing outside, passing out his CDs. He was a completely different energy than what he is now. He has definitely evolved, and I've supported him since day one. Okay, he's all on my Instagram, and he really just took my breath away. He's even better in person, you guys. I know maybe we had some connections, with it going in and out, but just a beautiful, beautiful soul. I know you guys can feel his spirit and just his drive and his passion. You know what I'm saying? So it feels so good to, finally be here to, just support him in this way. You know what I'm saying? So he does have information out now. Meaux Melody, can you share the intent behind your music? Because we all have an intent to do something.
Definitely. My intent initially and still today, which has gotten stronger, was connection. I've always wanted to connect with people mentally, spiritually, and as well as physically. But if I can save the physical connection for last and get the mental connection, the emotional connection first. So it just prompted me to write things that people will relate to. I wrote a lot of my music, while incarcerated. Sad to say, I had a lot of time to sit down and understand and listen to the voices inside my head. So my intent is to get my message out and to connect with beautiful souls and to keep people connected, not just to connect with me. Because a lot of the songs I have, people say, oh man, I made love to that song last night. Or me and my girl danced to that song last night. And their connection, I saw the connection in their eyes. I saw the connection in their spirit. And if I can connect people through my music and through my actions, that's what I'm here for. So the personal connections as well as connecting people with each other and keeping people connected for the long ride.
Okay. And you have to do me a favor, Meaux Melody. That song that I fell in love with, I know you wrote this song years ago, but it has to be like whatever that number one single hit CD is, it has to be, you have to promise me that song is on there.
I got you.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I was about to ask you what song title is it?
Okay, it was something on the couch.
Okay, yeah, so much better.
Yes.
The couch is so much better than the bed. Yeah.
Yes.
We loving on my floor. So much better than the both of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, the shower. So much wetter than the tub. Yeah. But no
No
matter
matter
where
what
we
you
do it, yeah,
do
yeah. Baby, I can never get enough.
it.
I never get enough. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's the song, you guys, that captured me. It captured me. Do you
And
understand?
it's
I
gonna
was like,
capture that 22 on the clock too. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna capture them.
that's right. Hello, Vicky. Hello. Thank you for joining. Kelly said, I have a bumper sticker on my car that says, make art, not war. That's right. That is so important. You know,
So that's why I took off my camouflage and I put on my Love Mo Melody shirt.
that's right.
Yeah, I'm out of war mode. I'm out
That's
of war.
right.
I'm in love mode. I
Hello,
promise. I'm in love
Shimonique.
mode.
Thank you for joining. Nicole said, wow,
Somebody
powerful.
going over there. Check out
Yeah.
Shawn over there, man.
Yeah, Sean is doing it. Okay, so just a couple more questions, Melody. Melody, what are some up and coming performances that you have, and how can we book you for a performance?
Okay, I have some performances coming in May and June. You know, more summer vibe, Caribbean type. And we're gonna be at Club Rhythms. We're gonna be at West Belford on YouTube. I'll upload the flyers. I mean, not on
Okay,
YouTube. West Belford in Houston. I'll upload flyers.
okay,
Um, I do senior living homes. You can book me
okay,
to sing at senior living homes. I know like 60s and 70s R&B songs, and you can
okay,
hire me to sing there. I have some up and coming music video shoots and some open mics around Houston. If you guys are putting on any events where you have like open mics or poetry nights, I do those throughout the week. And if you're interested in the open mics, I kind of keep it like private, intimate sharing. So if you're interested, you just ask me in my DM and I DM you the location and the flyers just to keep the vibes secure to those who come for those vibrations.
okay. All right, perfect. Yeah,
So it's
Kelly
more
said,
like
"Oh, oh,
it's more like an intimate invite.
absolutely. I love it. I love it. You guys will not be disappointed." Kelly said, "Oh my yes, make it on the couch or anywhere." Laugh out loud. She said, "Are you coming to Austin at all?" I think Austin will be a very
Yes,
good
yes.
place.
I'm actually planning. It was a vision of mine to plan the music, to move to Austin, the music capital of the world, and just be
Yes.
performing as long as I can, as much
Oh
as
my
I can.
God. Oh my
I
God.
really want to build up the Melody Mob. So I
Okay.
guess you're the first member of the Melody Mob in Austin. So let's link. Tell me when I can come. We're gonna book some flights or book some transportation, book some living situation, and get this vibration situation started.
All right. Okay, Mo. I appreciate it. Is there anything else that you would like to say? I think you're going to be staying with us.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So is there anything else that you would like to say? Would anybody, do anybody have any questions for Mo before we get into
any
Sean's
questions?
energy?
Any questions? Any questions?
I think they love your music. Yolanda said, I like his music. It's good. And Kelly said, come tonight.
What? Hey, let's make it happen. We're in the
Oh,
age
Lord.
where nothing takes a long while.
It
Everything
doesn't.
happens instantaneously.
That's
So
right. That's
we
right.
can make it happen. The faster we get on it, the longer we'll enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, his music is beautiful. So again, his contact information is in the description box, you guys. If you want a CD or purchase some merchandise or whatever, schedule him for anything. I'm sure he do private parties, bachelorette parties, or
Right,
birthday parties,
right.
and all type of stuff. So okay,
Everything. Weddings,
Let-
parties, Lord forbid, funerals.
okay,
You know, peace and love. Peace and love.
okay.
And y'all can check me out on all streaming platforms. Anything you stream with, except for Pandora. Y'all go send some messages to Pandora and tell them, hey, we want to hear more melody on Pandora.
That's
But
right.
as of now, I'm on all other streaming platforms, even the newly created streaming platforms. So just go
Okay.
check me out. The name's MEAUX, and check it out.
Melody. All right. Thank you, Mo. All right, you guys. Now we are going to go ahead and get off and thank you for setting the vibe, Mo. I really appreciate that. Really
Hey, no
do.
problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Shawn Belton. Shawn is an empath. I've been knowing Shawn via the frequency of the internet for some time. I mean, at least a couple years. And he's a Sagittarius sun. and I love Sagittariuses, but he has always sent me information, just, information to keep me elevated in thought, just things that needed to be brought to my attention. So he's the reason why I'm currently taking classes to become a life coach, because he sent me, that life coaching program or whatever. And it was like $10. I'm like, yay, you know what I'm saying? I was like winning. So anyway, I really appreciate him. His art is amazing. I love his art. So we will probably get off into the art portion of him first, and then we'll get off into the tantric energy part. I don't think he considers himself as an expert in tantric energy. However, he has experience with it, and he's definitely, he's done a lot of reading and experience. He's done some retreats and things like that. He have a few mentors, you know what I'm saying? And since this is 12th house and we talk a lot about relationships and healing, tantric energy is very healing. It can heal relationships and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get off into that. Mr. Shawn Belton, welcome to the Vibe. What do you got going on?
So I am working on what I call the owl spirit.
The owl spirit.
Okay, the owl spirit.
The owl spirit.
OWL, right?
Yeah, OWL. It symbolizes just going forward and knowing when the opening is available to take on, having the wisdom to take on what it is that is yours.
Okay. Can we talk about your journey of becoming an artist? Because you're very, very gifted. With every artist, they all have their own thing. Like, you can identify their art in its own way. And I was telling him how I identify his art is the lips. Like, he always paint full lips, like I know that's Shawn's work. But can you tell us a little bit about your journey of becoming an artist? Like, were you always an artist from the beginning, or did this just develop, or how did that happen?
I think I remember I reflect on when I was around 13 or 12. I used to be into like comics and stuff. Like, I liked the comics, like the Marvel comics, and I liked a lot of the cartoons that I grew up watching. So that kind of, I guess you could say, inspired me to want to draw, or I just liked like characters with big eyes, or had a big nose or something like that. I would just like kind of doodle and draw.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened. I just kind of stopped. I don't know what made me stop. And then about 2 years ago, I got back into it. I went through a really dark period. I had got diagnosed with anxiety and depression.
Okay.
So one of my outlets became, getting into nature and getting into just like kind of more meditation.
Okay.
And one day I saw an ad actually on Instagram for art therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It was through Udemy. It was like a $9.99, whatever like that.
Uh-huh.
And I signed up for it. And one of the first things that I learned was how to draw mandalas.
Oh, yeah, very powerful. Very, very, very powerful.
Yeah. For your audience that doesn't know what a mandala is, it's ancient. It's pretty much ancient Sanskrit. Like, I learned through trying to draw one. It really helps you focus on what you should focus on and what you shouldn't focus on.
Okay.
Pretty much that's what I gathered from doing that. And from that, I learned, I said to myself that I've been having these lucid dreams for about a year or two.
Okay.
I said, why don't I start drawing those? So I got into drawing those, anytime I had them. Then it grew into me having my visions, through meditation in the morning. Then it went to just me, just having an imagination, using my imagination. And then, with me being an empath, I would be inspired by something that somebody I knew was going through.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about you being an empath because,
Please.
yeah, that is something that I think a lot of us, maybe a lot of us may not realize that we are empath or empathic. I'm actually clairsentient, so it's like I can actually feel people's pain. Like if they're having a headache, and if I'm in their presence, then I can feel their pain. If they're having some back aches and things like that, I am one of those people where if someone is mentioning my name, whether it's my, my legal name or whether it's, my chosen name, then I can feel it. I can feel it. And it doesn't necessarily, I don't have to be anywhere near them. Right. And I have suffered with anxiety. And I know me and you have talked about this a lot. I've suffered with depression and I've suffered with anxiety as well, because I couldn't understand, why I was feeling these things, how do you feel without someone having to tell you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could never say, I know that this person is talking about me in a negative way. And they'd be like, well, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know? So it kind of plays with you. It kind of plays with your mental energy. You know what I'm saying? And so, I would love for you to talk about, you just being empathic and how that has affected your mental health.
Well, yeah, I am one of those people who can sense. I can sense in a person based on their health that they're in pain. I can empathize with somebody emotionally, like how they're feeling about a situation or how they may be dealing with their own mental health. I can sense when people who are no good for me, I can sense when other people mean well, or, they are almost, I guess you could say they're on the same frequency as me without even telling me. But it has been, it's been overwhelming at times, like with dealing with the amount of people that come to me with their situations, their secrets, traumatic things that they've been through that nobody else knows about. And then just, even in like different aspects of my life, like, working in the job that I work with, I deal with people all day. I'm on the phone all day. So you can imagine the amount of any different type of energy on a day to day,
And you really have to keep yourself elevated, right? You really, I know I do. Like, I can't be in certain places for too long. I'm just very, I don't know, I'm just very sensitive to energy, and people are like,
And Shawn, I want to apologize because I'm probably one of those obnoxious people. Probably not directly, but I'm probably one of those obnoxious energies you deal with. Because when I get on the phone with people who and things don't, I hear something I don't want to hear, I just panic and go left. So that's something I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get counseling or somebody to talk to me to understand how to deal with things that I don't want to hear.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way, going from 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely the same way. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't the only one, Mo. Okay. But I can only imagine, Shawn, like having to filter through all those different emotions and doing that for a living. Like, I can only imagine.
And then on top of that, with being an empath, but also being a Black man in America, the amount of stuff that you have to suppress, and on the day to day, whether it be your interactions with people out, like wherever you're in the world, whether it's your job, whether it's outside of your job, anywhere you go, anything you go, anything you do. So it gets to that point where like you don't want to be around people, you don't want to. Like you just want to be in a space in solitude because you're
In
so afraid of
solitude.
you're so afraid of what you can do to somebody else.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
um, or what you may say to somebody else, or just, you get into a certain situation. So you just try to be as preventive as you
It's
can,
possible. Yeah.
because nobody can really empathize or understand how
What you're
you
feeling.
feel, how
I'm
you
telling
feel
you.
internally, you know.
Mhm. That is
Um,
so true.
so it's just best that you be alone. It's kind of like I look at the character Incredible Hulk. Like he never wanted to really be around people when he's a certain type of way. Like
Hmm.
he's better off in solitude. Like they had to go to India to find him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's just kind of like, you have your moments where it's like it's up and down. Some days it's good, it's good energy, but then that can change in a
Just like that. Just
yeah,
like
just like
that.
that.
Yeah.
You know? So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there's definitely a lot of people like that or like us out here in the world. Kelly just said, this is very helpful, y'all. I'm an empath too. I've struggled with depression most of my life. I too absorb people's pain. I relate so much to June from the movie Secret Life of Bees. God bless. Yeah. I do too, Kelly. Secret Life of Bees was just like an amazing empathic, role. And June was, oh my God, like her role was, hands down, very empathic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always like, oh my goodness, like it's always amazed me at how people can be around anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like people can, I'm like, wow, they don't feel this person's energy. They don't see that this person isn't good for them, or I don't know. And so I've always been just distant. I've always been distant. I've always loved my solitude. That's why I left the country and, went off into the jungle, for a long period of time. And just, peace is very important, So what do you do to keep yourself elevated? Is art one of your outlets, Shawn?
so I was gonna say art is a re it's become a new outlet for me within the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to that, it was mainly like, going to the gym.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, prior to me getting into art, I was getting more into nature.
Very
Um,
much so, Vicky. Mm-hmm.
which I've learned that being in nature has enhanced my ability as far as, art. Anytime that I am in nature and I am doing something artistic, like if I'm drawing, if I'm painting, I don't know where, I have no idea where the painting or the picture is gonna go. Like when I open the book or when I put a canvas, like it just like this, it just turns out any kind of way. So,
Yeah.
but another outlet that I've learned to have was also with like going to like Korean spas.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You know,
moving that energy around, moving that energy. Yes.
yeah, kind of
The
like
massage therapy?
kind of
Massage
like
therapy.
a monthly self-care thing, that I owe to myself. And we'll spend the whole day there, getting myself,
Mm-hmm.
outlined because, all of those different stone rooms really help in removing toxins and, you know, for your ladies that are listening, it really does a great job on your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then just you're more relaxed. You definitely sleep better.
Yeah. And
Uh,
let me just interject really quick here. Mo, in Houston, they have one that's called King Spa, because Shawn is on the east side of the United States, but we have one in Houston. It's called King Spa, and they have different rooms. They have
we
like
have
a
one.
small room. Okay.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
got that too?
Yeah, so it's really good, and like Shawn was saying, that's one thing that has helped me with my anxiety and with my depression. Well, for one is meditation, for two, drinking lots and lots of warm water, and number three has been nature, being around animals, being around trees, grounding my energy, and dance. I don't choreograph dance. I don't call myself a dancer. I just move the energy around, and that kind of helps. Now, Kelly said,
touching on the empathic thing, because
uh-huh,
I recently just discovered that term via Instagram, and I read the
mhm,
definition. I was like, I never even, and I started thinking about all the empathic people and, wondering if they knew they were empathic. And then I started thinking
empathic
about, like, stop thinking about people, start thinking about yourself. Do you even
yourself.
know if you're empathic?
Yeah.
So, with you guys shedding your light on your experiences with the empathy, or if I'm using that term correctly,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are helping me recognize empathic behavior within myself and
Yeah.
in my circle. So, man, I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys, man.
And then learning how to protect your energy, that has been, because I am a social butterfly, I'm an Aquarius sun. So, I mean, I love being around people, but I can only do it for certain amounts of time. And, people kind of look at you a certain kind of way, when you think you this or that, you know what I'm saying? And so, just learning when to subtract your energy, and nature helps and meditation helps and things like that. Vicky said Belton equals humble. So Vicky said that about you. Shawn, yes, he is very humble. Kelly says, yes, we empaths have to find healthy outlets. Did Shawn find that art therapy program on Groupon? I need an affordable program. I'm going to put the name of it in here. It's Udemy, right? Or how do you say that?
Udemy.
Okay. Okay. Udemy.com. Udemy.com, Kelly. Yes, swaying those hips. Yes, Kelly. It's important to move that energy around. You know what I'm saying? And so that's very important. Yeah. She said, yes, girl, swaying those hips. And they actually have very affordable programs. Like I said, they had a life coaching program for $9.99. I've learned a lot, okay, in that. And then he, got back situated on his art journey with Udemy.com as well. So anybody that's in the chat, you can go look that out, look that up. They have just different certifications that you can get, like in the spiritual field, or, just in the service field, or whatever, and so I owe that to Shawn. Thank you very much, Shawn,
Well,
So yeah, well, let's go ahead and get off into, Tantra. So how did Tantra come across your path? Well, first of all, let's see if we can define Tantra. This is my father calling me, you guys. But in your words, Shawn, how would you, or what would Tantra be for you in your words? And hello, Patricia Vessel said, hello, Meaux Melody. That's Patricia Vessel.
Hey, what's up, Trisha? What up, twin? Twin that did it again.
And you're welcome, Kelly. Okay, so in your own words, Shawn, what is Tantra?
So in the Western world, they automatically view sex when they hear the word tantra.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that sex is not an aspect of tantra. In my own words, tantra is the practice of awakening what is dormant inside of you. What society has suppressed inside of you, tantra awakens. Just like a computer or a radio or a car, there's things inside of you that are offline right now that you can tap into and turn on.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to use it for sex. You don't have to necessarily use that energy for sex. It's your choice if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may be familiar with the term chi. It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
Right? You can use this type of energy for if you want to be creative, or if you want to manifest other things in your life. Like it could be financial, it could be social, it could be relating with with your partner or your partners.
Okay.
So it's not just deemed just, oh, this is a sex thing. So I just wanted to clear that up so people didn't have a misunderstanding. Because of the title, I know the title is kind of a shock value. Kind of through people, especially the folks that you said that somebody recognized that who I was and everything like that. So, I know a lot of times people jump to conclusions, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's my definition of Tantra. Tantra deals with a lot of like breath work. It deals with understanding the body, understanding the organs, understanding where your partner or whoever it is that you are working on or practicing on. If you are a practitioner or instructor, it gives you that understanding of what needs healing within that person. And how you need to go about guiding them towards being healed again, or guiding them even towards coming to grips with their trauma. That's another thing that there's a misconception that it's just Tantra. This is just this outside physical experience.
Right.
It's not just that. It's an internal shadow, dark side experience, something that you have to come to grips with in yourself, something that you have not corrected, or something you have not you've been in denial about.
Okay.
For how long? You hear people talk about shadow work, you hear people talk about going within. Tantra is an experience of going within.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
But it's a very I would call it a liberating. It's a practice of liberation, because you're liberating. You're liberating a lot of the things that you've been told that you shouldn't be tapping into, or like I hear people talk about it's one thing to be mindful. Yeah, you should be mindful, but I hear people talking about they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't dissect their dreams. They shouldn't dissect their experiences that they have in the dream world, or the experiences that they have out of body. Whatever experience that they have, they shouldn't question it, or they shouldn't explore it. If what would be the point of you having it if you
can't explore it? Yeah,
you can't explore it. So it's just like,
So how did Tantra come across your path?
So I'll have I did a lot of reflecting on the question. And the more that I reflect on it, it's like I keep going further back. And technically, and I hope he doesn't take this in the wrong light. But my father was someone who introduced me to Buddhism in my early teens. Coming from my mother was the Catholic, and she was hard on me about learning religion and all like that. But on the other side of that, I'm learning, how to chant, and I'm learning I'm learning about the tenets of Buddhism and all that stuff. So that, I would say, was the seed that was planted initially. Because understanding Tantra is a part of Buddhism, and Hinduism.
Yeah.
A lot of the ancient Tantra knowledge is gone, but due to certain people that were gurus, they kind of rebooted it and brought it back and kind of made it what it is now. But other than that, how I got into Tantra, I have to give thanks to the Sankofa House. For those who may be from Philly or they've been through Philly, they know about the Sankofa House. So some years ago, I went to an event there, and they had a workshop, like a tantra workshop, and this is like my first experience, like experiencing tantra, like physically.
Okay.
So there was a guy that was doing like he had a woman on a table, and he wasn't touching her, but he was like his hands was like close to her body, like not that far from her body. And I saw this guy literally uh move his hands over her body, and she like had this like shift, like it was like a almost like somebody zapped it with a vibrator.
Wow.
And so that blew
Was it
me
like an
away.
orgasm, or was it just like
Yeah, it was kind of like something like that. Like she had an orgasm. Um, and so we had like done we did like an exercise where we had to pair up with other people that were there. Where we had like, it was sort of like a standing like embrace, like a hug. Or I would call it a standing yab yum. For those of you who don't know what a yab yum is,
I don't know what that is. Okay.
that is and shout out to my yab yum partner Riziki from Black Tantra group.
Okay.
Shout out to all the instructors, all the people that I know at BTG when I was at the November.
Okay. We'll talk about your experience there in a second. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat.
A yab yum is basically in my definition, like the Google definition would be a little bit different. But my definition is basically how you're positioned with your partner or the person, the we could say the divine feminine. If you're embracing the divine feminine, she is sort of Indian style in your lap, but she's facing you.
Yes.
And she's holding you very close, and you're holding her very close, and you both are breathing in alignment with each other.
Okay.
You're doing a lot of deep breath. So this standing exercise that I saw, I basically described it as like a standing yab yum. So I partnered with a girl, and the girl, she kind of had like a sort of like I guess you could say a standing orgasm. Like
oh my goodness,
her body, like I could sense from that interaction that she had been suppressed, she had been neglected, she had been in pain. She probably had not had an orgasm for a very long time, or maybe not even any sexual activity for a very long time.
And she was able to just release that.
Yeah.
I mean, she
was just fulfilled from just the embrace, the hug, the intimacy of just a man hugging.
Okay. Wow.
Because my hug wasn't like, my hug was authentic. It was very intimate, you know, but it was very genuine. Like, it wasn't anything that was too raw, right? You know, it wasn't that. It was just, it was just a gentle, humble embrace. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so from that experience, I didn't have any kind of like tantra experiences maybe until last year.
Okay.
So basically, all the experiences prior to, they kind of set me up for being open to the tantra world.
Okay. And is that when you went off into the retreat with the Black Tantra group? And how was that retreat? Because I really would like to. I think they're having one, you said in April, but then they're having another one in California, or am I messing that up?
So they are having one. They are having one in March. It's going to be in Charlotte.
Okay.
I would check now to see if they still have room available.
Okay.
But then they're also going to have one in April, but it's going to be in California.
Yeah. Okay.
You can look up them on Instagram. Just type in Black Tantra Group.
Okay.
Or you can look up on Facebook. I believe you may be able to find them.
Okay.
But if anything, you definitely can find them on Instagram, and they have all their
information.
They have all their information there. and they're very attentive to your inquiries because, for one, there's a big demand for men,
Okay.
for Black men. Um, when I was on my retreat, not to say that there weren't any men, there was a lot of couples.
Okay.
There were a lot of singles, but there were definitely
Okay. So there can
more.
be singles. So this is for singles and couples. So this experience, is for singles and couples. And you went as a single. And how was your experience? Okay.
So my experience was pretty amazing because I kind of looked at it like I kind of felt like I was there more so to give than I was to gain.
Okay.
Not to say that I didn't gain. I gained a lot of knowledge, but energetically, I feel like I probably gave much more.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Just from my presence, like just from me being there.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that boastfully. Like, I'm just saying like that. I think that experience for me being there helped a lot of people around me.
Okay.
Definitely couples, definitely singles. People that I would say came to grips with certain things that they had been neglecting, or things that they had never maybe shared with their partner, or or just how they go about approaching
Wow.
like
Okay.
that.
All right. So it was workshops. It was like workshops or something.
Yeah. So like the Saturday that I was there, I would say from like 10 o'clock to about 12 midnight, there was probably something going on,
Wow.
throughout the day. So yeah, we went through a lot of different workshops. There were workshops on reflexology, workshops on understanding how to touch the man, how to touch the woman.
Oh wow! Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Consent is a thing that is definitely talked about.
Okay.
Because the intention is for not only for people to use this stuff in their own lives, but also to help change lives in other people's lives.
So can we get off into that? Do you have a few pointers for men, like how they can touch a woman, or just any pointers that you have for men and even for women, like when it comes to.
Well, I would say the whole this whole idea for men to beat it up, like that's just the wrong. We've been wrong about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, all I can say is for them, I just encourage them to go to a workshop for themselves to experience it, so they can get a better understanding of what it is that they're what type of world that is, and how it is beneficial for them as an individual, and then the people that are in their lives, or the people that they come in contact with.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And what about with the women? Like, did you notice? I mean, well, I'm not sure if they had this at the retreat or not, but like, was there, or were there like a certain spot where like that you noticed where if a woman was touched in this certain area, this certain spot, that they would react a certain way, or is it just really depending on the woman?
No, I would say it depended on how they were touched.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think it was the individual per se.
Okay.
I mean, that might have been a factor, but I think it was just more so the person who was the one that's being given the practice.
Okay. That is so cool.
Because I saw men who are instructors do certain things that I've never seen before, and how they did it. it was in such the most subtle, gentle way.
Okay.
You know, nothing about what they did was rough. You know, nothing about what they did was like aggressive. You know, it's very patient,
Hey guys,
very tender,
wait,
very
I'm just off camera.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kelly said, I wish I can go, but I'm too pale. Where Kelly, I'm sure that they have, more tantric groups, they might have some on Groupon too, I think this one is especially for Black people, or you see other nationalities there, Shawn.
well, it was for the most part it was Black folks
Okay.
there. We did have a cacao ceremony
Uh-huh.
from someone who was Colombian, who was Latino.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so, but she felt like family. So you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Okay. So just with your own personal, just what you gathered, just from your experience at the retreat, from you reading and just, engaging with the energy, do you think that Tantra can heal relationships? I mean,
absolutely,
okay.
absolutely. I think that they can. I think that they can heal relationships. Definitely, if both people are transparent and on the same page about what it is, what intention it is that they're there for, and what they want to learn, and how they want to learn it.
Okay.
Like I said, I saw couples that at the beginning there was some insecurity, there was some hesitancy, and then at the end of the weekend, I mean, it was like you know a bucket of tears.
Wow.
I love yous, and a lot of passion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So has this helped you, like with depression or with anxiety, or just like release suppressed emotions that you've had? Has it helped you?
Yes, it has helped me. It caught me off guard initially.
Hmm.
Um, the amount of I guess it might have been because of the amount of people that I was around.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hmm.
Um, where afterwards, after that weekend, I had to like really, really replenish myself. But at the same time, um, I definitely felt empowered.
Okay. Good.
I
Good.
definitely felt empowered in a way where I felt like, um, I felt a sense of liberation. It's kind of like when you do anything for the first time, be it, you got some people that they jump out of planes. You got some people
Mhm.
that, they bungee jump, or they shot a gun, or they went to a new beach or something like that. Uh,
Mhm.
those are things of liberation.
It really is. Yeah.
Once you go through that first experience, it becomes easier. It's becomes like, man, what the hell was I so scared of? What the hell was I waiting on? So it's
Yeah.
the same thing with tantra. It's like it awakens dormant things that are in us. So
Okay.
it awakens certain things in me that that I'm starting to realize now. I mean, with the fact that I'm getting into these different life coaching um, um, practices, and
Mhm.
my experience with working with animals. Now I'm getting into Reiki,
Mm.
and then with the
Yeah.
whole tantric thing, it was like, why not? Why not? Like I was made for this. Like
Yeah.
this is my lane.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure. For
uh,
sure.
being who I am, being when I was born, the planets where the planets were, like it all makes sense. Like these are the type of things that are, this is my lane. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is a part of my soul mission here.
This is a part of it. I love it. I love it. Well, do you have any good books that you can, refer to the viewers? Because, even if they, do not take advantage of the Black Tantric group, there's other tantric groups out there. There's, books and different practices that, we can use on an individual level that can help people release suppressed emotions and pain. And, there are a lot of people that has been touched inappropriately growing up or molested or, issues with their parents and things like that, where we have suppressed these things as we continue to grow and adult, and so I know that Tantra can help with all that. And it could just be as simple as, going to Barnes and Noble or half price books for the library and picking up a book on this subject and, engaging in this practice just on an individual level, So are there any books that you would recommend to the viewers? That they
there's a few I just pulled up on my iPad here.
Okay.
So there's one by Diana Richardson called Tantric Orgasm for Women.
Okay.
There is a book by Mantak Chia and Douglas Abrams called The Multi-Orgasmic Man.
Okay.
How any man can experience multiple orgasms and dramatically enhance his sexual relationship.
Okay.
Another one is called Cosmic Sexuality. You probably have seen this one floating around on Instagram. It is by Shawn Melchizedek.
Can you spell Shalom? Shalem?
Shalom, like Shalom.
Okay, Shalom. And then what was, okay, hold on. Because I was trying to put at least one or two books in the chat. So Shalom, and then how do you spell that last name?
Melchizedek.
Okay.
And Victoria L. White.
Okay.
Another one would be Urban Tantra by I want to say this is Barbara Carolan.
How do you spell that?
It's like C-A-R. I'm not sure. Just put Urban Tantra. They'll Google it. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
Or they can look even on Amazon. If they type in Tantra, it'll come up.
Okay.
Then there's Awakening the Master Feminine. Let me see, who is that by? I can't really read who that's by. I think it's Yao Nayamaki Morris.
Okay.
And then they have another book called Awakening the Master Masculine.
Okay.
And then there is Tantra, the Art of Conscious Loving.
Okay.
By Charles and Caroline Moore. That's Muir.
Okay, Tantra, the Art of Cosmic Loving.
Conscious Loving.
Okay.
And that's by Charles and Caroline, and then their last name is spelled Muir.
Muir. Okay. Trap Therapy Tarot, which is Chef MD, told me to tell you hello. Namaste, Trap Therapy Tarot.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yes. Yeah, we just had a pretty good build. I've always been interested in Tantra, but I've never kind of dove into it, I guess, so just with Shawn sending me different, just different information about it. And I feel like whenever information crosses your path, especially more than once, it is worth you taking a look at it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really looking forward into diving into this tantric experience myself and taking my spirituality, my evolution to another level, Trap Therapy Tarot, which is Chef MD said, tell him I said I'm sharing in the group. I love this. Oh, I appreciate that. We're actually about to end the live, but please share, watch the playback, you guys. If you are just now joining, it should be uploaded here pretty shortly as soon as I end the broadcast. But is there anything else you would like to add to the vibe, Shawn? Oh, and you guys, if you guys are interested in supporting his artwork, can we please see the picture? I mean, I know you're not done yet, but if you guys are interested in supporting his work, his art, his information, his Instagram, his YouTube, his email is all in the description box of this video. Definitely reach out to him. He's very talented. And as you see, he's very wise, very calm energy. And he's getting off into Reiki and other energy, healing practices. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely reach out. Oh, thank you, Trap Therapy. Oh, we need to try it.
I have another book here for you.
Okay.
It is Evolution in This Lifetime.
Okay, Evolution in This Lifetime. Evolution.
Kundalini in the Chakras. It's by Genevieve Lewis Paulson.
Okay, how do you spell Genevieve? G-E-N-I...
Genevieve.
V-I-E-N-E?
No, VIEVE.
Hey, Shawn, you say evolution in this or it's?
No, evolution in this lifetime.
Oh, I found it, yeah.
And then it's under that it says Kundalini in the Chakras.
Okay.
That's the name of that book.
Okay.
Kundalini under chakras.
Yeah. Oh, you got it? Okay, you pulled it up. Good. Awesome.
Then there is The Artist's Way. I don't know who the author is. Jewels in the Lotus.
Okay.
And The Gift of Sex.
Okay. Kelly said, thank you so much, Bodhi, Shawn, and Mo. Have an amazing day and God bless. Thank you, Kelly, for being here with us. Thank you for joining the vibe. February 18th, you guys, before you guys leave, we have three people left in here. So February 18th, Mo will be joining us again to set the vibe. And I will be having on Ashley Porter. I'm so excited to be bringing on her, and her especially, she's gifted spiritually, with the tarot and things of that nature. So we'll be, bringing that in, healing trauma and, things like that. Okay. So thank you guys for joining the vibe.
For upcoming performance, I forgot to add this one. February 14th, St. Valentine's Day. I'm in West Oaks Mall in Houston, Texas at Serendipity Coffee Lounge. Come out, couples and singles encouraged to come out. There'll be couple dating games and there'll be speed dating for singles. So
wow.
Come out, enjoy some vibes.
I wish I was in Houston.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm a live stream it. You got me on some stuff.
Okay. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, so make sure you turn it up for my birthday, Mo. That's my birthday. Make sure you turn it up on Valentine's Day, okay? Sing, baby, sing.
Shayla, your love is so divine.
Thank you, sweetie. Shawn, before we get out of here, can you please show us your beautiful creation that you just freestyled this entire time? And then we're going to go ahead and end it if you guys don't have anything else to add. Thank you, everybody who joined the vibe. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video. You guys share the frequency. I would greatly appreciate that. And I'll see y'all back on the 18th.
You guys. I had to go fix me a salad. I'm sorry. But I had to go.
That's good. I'm so proud of you, Mo. I'm so proud of you eating healthier. So proud of you. Yeah. Okay. That is beautiful. Okay. Well, it is far away a little bit, Shawn. It's far away, but yeah, it's got Mo.
What?
It is far. Okay. Oh,
you
God.
said it. I showed it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right. I love it, you guys. And as you see, his artwork is also on the bottom. He's displaying some of his artwork that's on the bottom. Very eccentric, very unique, soulful,
Hey
a
guys.
lot of color. You leaving? All
Yeah, I
right.
gotta go.
All
All
right.
right. Love y'all, man.
Love
Y'all
you.
be
Thank
care,
you for
Mo.
joining the vibe. I'll
Peace and
see
love.
you
Peace and
on the
love.
18th. Okay, Mo?
All right.
All right. Bye.
Take care, Mo.
All right. All right, Shawn. Well, I absolutely love that. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it was kind of like the vibe that we had today going on. It's like the vibe we had today going on. It's pretty cool, though. I like it. You always use the colors just so delicately, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
but thank you guys for joining. We're going to go ahead and end it. If you guys, like I said, you can purchase or support his work or vibe with him or Meaux Melody or all of that information is in the description box. And thank you guys for joining. Until next time, you guys, join me on the 18th. I have to upload Aries, Scorpio, Gemini. I got to upload some tarot readings, okay? The Who's Your Future Partner readings, I believe. So I got to do that. I'm going to try to do that the next couple of days, you guys. So, but thank you for joining the vibe, you guys. We're going to go ahead and end it here. And God bless. Have a wonderful first quarter moon. Bye, Shawn. Want to say goodbye to the people?
Bye.
All right. Bye, you guys. Shawn, we're going to stay on for a second.